EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
At their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
To the 49-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll go up top here for Hamler, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
He was covered by...
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, it's Mims. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll run it. Touchdown, Miami. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Brian Burns in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the
blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner.
A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Patriots nothing.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. K.J. Hamler, 79 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Jake Elliott set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On the deep ball.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach him. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Hamler now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. KJ Hamler. Touchdown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Their own 8-yard line.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's second down. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing right, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
On the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Leonard Fournette. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's into the clear. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Fournette running out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Byron Jones.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
27, Leonard.
That's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Mike six. Silver.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is taken at the 23. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off, Byron Jones. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run with Fournette. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Leonard Fournette, the ball.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Darnell Mooney, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Dolphins on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up
2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got room. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 21. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Picked up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
7-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
He's crashing. He's checking. 19-9.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Marquez Valdez.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A shotgun give to Fournette. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard
Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Loss brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Today's final score, Dolphins.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.